We are Sexual Bomb. We're here to... yeah, bitch.
We are Sexual Bomb. We are here to...
We are Sexual Bomb, and we're here to make you think about death and get sad and stuff.
Smash stuff and make you cry or some shit.
Yeah.
And be violent. And also, fuck Scott Pilgrim as a person.
Yeah, he's a pretty terrible person.
He's a pretty bad dude, yeah. Welcome to the Bad Input Podcast, episode 9. I am your host, Nigel, or Uncolored Page. This is my co-host, Ryan, over here.
Hello, everyone.
Ryan?
Welcome
good,
back. We here. We
right?
good. How you doing? You good?
Having a good day?
I'm not even looking at you.
Yeah, you was looking the wrong way, damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's flipped. It's flipped for me. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I am doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. I just got home from a tattoo appointment, straight into this podcast. Tattoo appointment went great, except for the pain part. The pain part sucked, but the tattoo went great. It's
of course.
It's huge across my whole forearm, and the shit is still swollen as we record, and I am in pain. Just so you know.
You gonna go the Angelina Jolie route, huh? One day you just gonna get your entire back tattooed, the entire backside of your back. What's that? What's the Japanese way of tattooing? That shit is ridiculous.
Like the big, like the huge
the hammer
back piece.
Yeah, with the hammer and shit. With the and it. Yeah, that shit wild.
That would be My plans for right now, I know what I want. Well, I don't know what I want across everything yet, but I do know I want arms, chest, and one thing on my back shoulder blade. I don't know what I do want to eventually get my whole back done. But I don't know what I want around the thing I want on my shoulder blade. So
gotcha.
Until we get there, have a lot of pain to go. And man, every time I get tattooed, I forget how painful it is.
Yeah, I haven't got one yet, and I don't think I'll ever get one. Yeah, I don't. Maybe one day. I just ain't find nothing to get tattooed yet.
You ain't find the album that you need to put on your body yet. You ain't find that one special album. Like one, maybe it's even a song you produce or something. Maybe this one
eventually.
This one means something to me.
I know what Tyler does. Tyler, the creator, he gets every single album tattooed on his rib.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Well, I don't know if he's gotten all of them recently, but the last time he got Cherry Bomb. So.
Oh yeah.
Bastard, all of them.
That's really cool. That's a good idea.
Pretty good.
I only know about the tattoos on his legs because he doesn't have anything anywhere else, and he always has short shorts on, so you can see the tattoos on his legs. Mm-hmm. But how have you been?
Good, man. Can you tell something that's different about me?
You look brighter. You look lighter skin tone.
Thank you, bro. I've been
bleaching your skin?
Yeah, exactly. I've been skin bleaching.
That's so crazy.
I know, right? Nah, man. I'm good, but my soul is $900 lighter. I spent $900 yesterday on getting my car fixed.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, yeah. Getting your car fixed.
Yeah, unfortunate, but hey, as long as I got a vehicle, you know, I'm on these streets riding around, dipping around corners safely.
That's good.
But yeah, I've been good, man. I've been chilling, making the money, trying not to go insane.
Yeah, that's the entirety of your life, basically.
Man,
it's the entirety of life.
Yourself?
Also, cars are just a fucking money pit.
Oh, they're a money pit and a half, man.
Even if your car is fine, at one day you will spend a few $1,000s
for no reason.
Few $1,000s into it for something that probably shouldn't have happened or something like that.
I still have to buy an all new pair of shoes for the car.
Oh man,
I need to change every single tire on my truck.
You still have money to spend, yeah.
Yeah, so last week I got more oil change. This week I got new shocks and some tie rod shit. I don't even know what a tie rod is, but they're going bad, so I got them replaced.
Okay, I don't even know what that is either.
Yeah, but it amounted to $900, and
the floop is going to bad. The floop is on the back of the car.
Yeah.
is expiring. We need to
Exactly.
get the
Yeah. So, but other than that, I'm good. How you doing, man?
I'm great. I'm just living, just working, living. But I had a 3-day weekend, and in that time, I spent a lot of time playing games that I haven't played and games that I wanted to try out. And this week has been a pretty good week for me in terms of games. How about you? What have you been playing?
Can you hear the ice cream truck?
No, I didn't hear
Swag.
that at all. Actually, yeah.
All right, cool. I've only played 3 things this week. Of course, the almighty Enter the Gungeon has returned into my game list.
Return to your rotation.
Yes, returned. I ain't played it in a minute, but that's popped back in. Nothing too crazy to even talk about with that one. Still fucking dying and not progressing.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. Playing Black Ops Cold War again with my cousin. We've been doing gun game tournament. So it's just 2v2.
Oh, that's yeah. I used to do that with some friends when I was in like high school.
Yeah.
So gun game with some friends is really fun.
Yeah, it's fun as hell. It's stressful as hell too.
Yeah.
But the game I really want to talk about, in conjunction with what I've been watching this week, I'll start with what I've been watching. I've been watching a whole bunch of Dimension 20 videos, if you know what that is.
No, what is that?
It's basically D&D, like people playing D&D.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it's like produced really well, and there's like a really fucking spectacular like written storyline, and the game master Brennan Lee Mulligan, I believe his name is an incredible game master, incredible voices, narrator, and then the cast is fucking awesome too.
That's good.
But I've noticed that this game has inspired a lot of other games. It is literally all turn-based games is inspired from D&D, which inspired me to jump down the hellhole of XCOM 2.
Oh, you jumped into XCOM 2?
Yeah,
Why'd
man.
you do that? What's up?
I don't know, but I did it, and it's stressful.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing XCOM 2, but the War of the Chosen DLC. So I'm not playing base Warcom 2. I said Warcom, XCOM 2.
Okay.
I'm playing with the DLC.
Okay.
And I mean, I've only done maybe 10 missions, and it is stressful, man. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's what I've heard from a lot of XCOM people who play XCOM. I've never played it because it just seems kind of stressful, and the emotional toll that losing your party members takes on you.
Bro,
not sure if I'm ready.
He's not my main guy, but I do have a man named Pusha T on the squad.
That's good.
Yeah.
How's he doing? Is Drake on the team as well?
I need to find a light skinned guy. But this guy, they're randomly generated, so he spawned in with cornrows and hoop earrings, hoop earrings, and he immediately reminded me of Pusha T, and I changed his name, so we got Pusha T.
That's dope.
He shoots a minigun, so he's a grenadier. He pretty cool. But as of right now, I'm trying to build my base up. I'm getting fucking smacked up and down by the Shadow Step chosen. I can't remember the fucking alien name, but essentially they're a sniper that can snipe you from across the map if you don't get out of the way.
Damn.
And I was in the middle of a mission. I was so fucking close to finishing it. Then the game froze. And
oh, no.
I was like, all right, I'm not playing this no more. But luckily it does like a bunch of autosaves, so I can probably just hop right back into that same mission.
That's good.
A couple of steps before me winning. So, man, I really enjoyed the game. It's fun. I already know how the game ends, essentially, because maybe 2.5 years ago, I watched somebody play a modded run of XCOM 2.
Yeah.
And it was pretty interesting. And then maybe a year ago, it was on sale. So I bought it, and I just started playing it this week. Really enjoying it, man. It's interesting how you could have a 83% success rate on a shot and it'll still miss. and yeah, it's stressful because sometimes you just really need those shots to land. And
yeah, I bet.
Man,
Yeah.
the best ability in this game is to get a ranger who can go conceal. Because man, I was saving. I did the side mission where you can save this skirmisher. Skirmisher is a special faction, and they have like a grappling hook, and they can grapple people and shit. But I got all the way into the base, and I got him out, but the alarm would go off every time. My character had a 55 hacking rating, and the thing was a 60, and I could never get it. Like, I would save, and I would reload it, and it would never work. So I was like, fuck it. And then what happened was, those times I failed, I got a 10 maximum rating. That's a security level, and then you don't want that to happen because they be bringing out mechs and shit, and you'll get fucked up. But for some reason, I did something different this time, and I got a security level 2, so which was cool. So when the only person that doesn't get revealed is another faction called a Reaper. If you have them on your squad, they if your entire squad gets, if one person in your squad gets seen, the entire squad gets seen, right? Except for your Reaper. What happens is, the squad got, the base got alerted, so the whole squad except for the Reaper got found out. One of my Rangers still had to conceal, so I put the conceal on, and then I just basically I double backed around the entire base to get to the landing site, and like they would have Overwatch. Overwatch is like their reaction moves. So if you in they line of sight and you run in, they gonna shoot at you. And somehow, bruh, like these dude was on my last character. I got the my first character with the guy we rescued out. Got the second one, which was the Reaper, out, and then I was just like, they was on my ass. Like I was like on this ledge, right? And I don't know if you know how XCOM work. You can see the alien activities, so you can see their moves as they're doing them.
Yeah.
So they would run right next to my character, and then they would jump inside the building. So like we on the second floor. I'll be right here around the corner, and they would run right up to my character, and then not go around the corner and just jump inside the building from the top. I was like, oh my god, oh my god! and then right when I'm about to go, I get found out by one guy, and then another guy is on full Overwatch, which was red Overwatch. If they see you, it's pretty much a direct hit. Somehow. I was in it. I wasn't in his range, and I like ran straight through a whole bunch of people that wasn't on Overwatch, and then just extracted. I was like, "Oh my god,
man.
this is stressful as shit, bro. Oh, why am I doing this to myself?" But so far, I really enjoyed the game. I'm happy I made the purchase. Happy I took so long to play it because this feels like the right time because I've been binge watching these two fucking Dimension 20 campaigns, man. But it's fucking great. I would recommend you watch it if you're not busy, dude. I mean, not busy. I even listen to it as a podcast.
I would
in the background.
Yeah, I would listen to it as a podcast.
It's fucking great. It's fucking great. But
for sure.
Yeah, that's all I've been playing. Just a couple of games. Nothing
XCOM
crazy.
seems like such a wild, like, man. Is it satisfying actually being able to get out?
Yes, but okay. I didn't tell you. I'm playing on normal difficulty.
Okay.
I ain't playing on commander difficulty.
Yeah.
That shit is not for me right now. If I ever start streaming, hopefully I do it pretty soon. I'll probably start streaming. I'll probably do my first live Twitch playthrough on commander mode and hate my life, but we gonna see, bro. But yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played any XCOM games. It seems like such a stressful thing.
I played the first one because it was free. I played the first one because it was free on Xbox. I only played like 15 minutes in the first mission, and my character got panicked and like basically killed himself. And I was I'm not playing this game. Do you know about like how shit works in XCOM at all? Like,
I don't know a lot about the systems or mechanics now.
Okay, I'll give you a quick rundown. So your characters, they have a health, and then they have energy. So if you take damage inside a mission, you come out, your person is injured, and they'll probably be tired. So, say Pusha T, right? Pusha T get damaged, he tired as fuck. Some people, if they get damaged, like high damage, they'll be out of missions for like 9 days.
Damn.
Damn. So there's a time system in the game. So like your entire base is flyable, and you fly across the world to different like locations of resistant outposts and shit.
Yeah.
And so like you'll be trying to build shit, and that something might take 21 days to research, and then something might take 30 days to excavate and shit like that. There's a bunch of systems, but inside battle, what can happen is if your teammates all get fucked up, they can get panicked. Some of the aliens have the ability to brainwash you, one of your characters, so they'll end up using your character against your squad.
Yeah.
There's on the alien side, there's a enemy called a preacher, which can reanimate dead people you already killed. It can reanimate dead Advent, which is the aliens, or dead squad members, from what I understand.
Okay.
So, and then they can also put one of your squad mates in stasis, which means you can't move.
No. Oh, yeah, that's not
good. Bro. And then, like, if your character get brainwashed, it can resist it, but it can still be panicked. But if your character is in a mission with somebody they have, what's the term? It's like, okay, so if you if a bunch of characters go on missions together over time, they
like
sync?
start bonding?
Yeah,
syncing?
Exactly.
Or they
a bond.
Okay.
They have a bond. Bond. So like if a character who's bonded to another character, right? So say Pusha T is bonded with another character, we're gonna call her Stacy, right? Say Stacy
Dash
is bonded. Yeah, Stacey Dash with her Republican ass. Is bonded to Pusha T, but she gets brainwashed, and she, if they in a battle together, that bond can help her resist the brainwash.
Oh man, resist
you
the
can
Republicans.
And then you can also get like your character can get dazed and shit. Like somebody could come and rock your shit, or somebody
there's
could
a lot
just
of status effects.
Yeah, there's a status effect. You can get fucking burned and shit. Like you blow up. I'll tell you one little quick story. I had one of my characters on top of the crates. You know how you see semis carrying the crates? And shit?
Yeah, like a
shipping
trailer.
container. Shipping container.
Yeah.
I had my character on a shipping container, and then one of the aliens was right under me, but behind 2 porta potties.
Yeah.
So the guy I had on top was a grenadier, so he just got a grenade launcher, and I just shot that shit, and it blew up all the porta potties and him. And then over time, shit takes environmental damage. So like half of the shipping container was gone and shit, and it was just so fun. This game is fun. I'm gonna talk forever. But yeah,
that's such an interesting game. Yeah, I haven't played any of it, so
it's fun.
This is all new to me.
It's fun as hell. It can be rage inducing, but we're gonna see. If you got any suggestions, guys, give me some names to rename people in the comments. Nigel, if you want a specific name for a character, let me know. You already got Drake, but if you think of somebody else, let me know.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's all I've been playing, bro. What you been playing?
Lord Jackoff of Planet Cum.
Got you.
The games I've been playing this week are games that I have not been playing for a minute. Well, one that I haven't played in a minute. One that I have been playing a lot. And 2 that I haven't played at all. So we'll start with one that I have never played before, which is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, Which
is that the one with the nigga with the mech suit?
Yes, that is the one with Raiden, and
is that one good?
It's a good game. It's decent. There are parts of it where I wish, like, you could tell this is a game that they had a smaller budget than the normal Metal Gear games with.
Yeah, because that one's like strictly a fighting game, right?
It's like a character action, kind of like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, something like that. But this game is great. I love the aesthetic, the characters, the character designs. Some of the scenes are so fucking anime and over the top, and I just love. I can see what they're going for, and I love everything they're going for.
Yeah.
But some parts of the game don't really hold up as well as I wish they did. So basically, you are Raiden, mech suit guy Raiden. This game starts off with you protecting the Prime Minister. You're the Prime Minister's bodyguard, and two cyborg people. One Jetstream Sam, and the other guy is, I forgot his name, but he's bald and has a mech suit as well, or a cyborg suit as well. They kidnap the Prime Minister and straight up kill him. They just kill him in the first mission. The very first mission of the game, and Raiden gets fucked up by Jetstream Sam, who is very clearly far ahead of Raiden in terms of swordsmanship.
Ain't Raiden from one of the other games?
Yeah, he's from the Metal Gear series, just in general. He's in a few.
Is he the nigga that was running around butt ass naked?
I think there is a scene. I think there is a point where he is. Yeah, that is him. That is him. Yes. I just remembered. Yeah,
that's the one where people get baited into thinking they're going to be playing as Snake, but the entire game is Raiden, right?
I am not 100% sure.
I'm real loose on the Metal Gear lore.
I'm real loose on the Metal Gear Solid lore too.
Shit is way too convoluted, bro.
I know some bits of what happens in Metal Gear, but I don't know exactly what happens in each game.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a side character in the Metal Gear Solid series, but he gets his own game here, and man, he is cool as shit in this game, and I wish there's no chance of this coming back ever again. But I wish there was, because if they made another one of these, they would be able to nail everything they were going for, and this would be an amazing game to pick up these days, because this is my exact jam if it played better. So after the Prime Minister dies, Raiden gets a upgraded suit, which is a super dope blacked out suit with an eye patch, and he looks cool as shit. He looks so fucking cool. Does he have a
metal jaw?
Yeah, his metal jaw. His metal jaw looks cool. His metal, like, I love the design of him. He's like probably one of my favorite protagonist designs I've ever seen, because he just looks so fucking cool. But the combat is essentially it's just, character action stuff. You're going around, light attack, strong attack. What is cool though, is something that isn't in a lot of other games, is the blade mode, which is a mode where time slows down and Raiden has the opportunity to slash which way he wants. And you can play with this too, like in the environment. You can chop up trees and they'll be exactly where you cut them. You can chop up people and they'll slice exactly where you cut them, robots and shit. And it's really, really fun to do. It's super cool. What were we saying?
I'm looking at the wiki to try to read up on Raiden, and then I'm on the Metal Gear fandom page, and then if you look to the right, there's popular pages. It's Big Boss, Solid Snake, Venom Snake,
yes,
and Liquid Snake.
Yes.
Why is there so many different versions of this nigga? Aren't they clones?
Yes.
Aren't they just clones and shit?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. As far as I know, they are clones, yeah. And I think a couple of them, there's Punished Snake as well. Punished Snake.
Really?
Naked Snake. Yeah, there's a bunch of different, they just didn't come up with a new name.
Convoluted, bruh.
Adjective Snake.
Convoluted as hell.
Super, yeah. But but as I was saying, yeah, in this game, the free blade mode is really, really fucking cool. You can slice any way you want. It could be more precise, especially with controlling it with the analog sticks. And in situations, in boss fights, they try to make you. They utilize the blade mode in combat by like throwing something at you, and time slows down, and you see exactly where you should cut. And sometimes it's not as precise, or it's not as precise as you would want it to be, and sometimes you also just don't get enough time to use, because it's blade mode is slowing down time, and sometimes things are still coming at you while you're still doing it. So if you miss your time, you'll just get hit by something. But aside from that, I enjoy the combat. The combat is really fun when you're not fighting against certain bosses. And that is where the problems with the combat start to arise, where there's a parry system, but this is so confusing to me as to why they did this. But there's not a guard button or a parry button. You use the exact same button as light attack to parry. You just have to time it right. But you also, you're not timing it right, because Raiden will do a swing and he'll just get hit. So, and also with bosses especially, that happened to me a lot. Not knowing when to parry, trying to time when to parry, because I think the tutorial tells you when there's a red glint, like a red light on the screen when they're about to attack, that's the time to parry. But it doesn't work. It never worked. And I feel like every time I've got a parry off, it wasn't exactly when the red light showed. It was like a little bit after. And throughout the whole game, the whole 7-hour game, didn't feel like I knew when to parry any attack.
That's so unfulfilling when you can never figure out how to play a game properly.
Yeah,
that's
man.
why we talked about it a couple weeks ago, or whenever the fuck we talked about it. But like, that's the reason I didn't like Dishonored 2, because I felt like I couldn't get the fucking controls down. But,
yeah. Yeah. Aside from that, the game plays pretty well. I'm definitely gonna play it again, and maybe the combat like clicks more, and maybe I'll understand it more. But story wise, this game wild as fuck. Cutscenes are high action.
Guess it gives me a very what is it? What's Leon's mood in Resident Evil 4? What would you say? Very
his mood, very. I feel like Leon, it's campy. I
wouldn't say campy, but like
I
guess it's definitely campy,
well.
but like he takes everything so serious.
Yeah, he takes things seriously, but he has like quips.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's the campy part for me. But yeah, he takes things very seriously. The story in this isn't super serious. It's wild as fuck. But what were you gonna say?
That's the vibe I got from this game, but I could be totally wrong.
The story is so over the top anime that it's so fucking enjoyable to watch and so fun to play. The beginning cutscene, you meet you're in the car with the Prime Minister, and the car stops, and you see Jetstream Sam on the street, and the soldier starts shooting at him. He's dashing towards you, doing the zigzag dash and deflecting the bullets with his sword. Yeah, and then there's a bunch of shit like that, a bunch of high action, super crazy anime as fuck over the top action, and it's really fun.
Nice.
That also culminates in some of the wildest final boss I feel like I've played in a minute, which is this. He's a guy named the Senator. I know about the Senator. Yeah, he comes out talking about you're fighting him. He's talking about the economy while you're fighting. He's like, we're gonna raise the economy, Raiden, while suplexing you and shit. And Raiden's fighting back like, you're not gonna fix the economy and shit like that. At a point, they also kept saying memes. We're gonna control the world with memes and nanomachines, Jack.
Really?
Yes, that is almost an exact quote. They say memes a few times.
That's hilarious.
It's really funny.
I'm surprised he isn't a popular meme, because I feel like he would fit on some some ironic Republican meme shirts.
Oh yes, absolutely. You know
he
what?
would fit perfectly.
You know what he did say at a point?
What?
He said, "We're gonna make America great again."
Wow.
That's what he said.
You're lying.
This game came out in 2013.
That's
and there's a
fucking
cutscene
great.
where the final boss says, "We're gonna make America great again."
I have to find this.
It's really fucking good. Like I was playing it, and my girlfriend was sitting next to in the room, and she was like, "Did he really just fucking Donald Trump played this game and stole that slogan?" It's so fucking good.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he's talking about it's so good. Like the just normal politics talk in the middle of over the top anime shit is really funny, and that describes a lot of the cutscenes of the game. Over the top anime shit, and when they stop to talk, it's obviously supposed to be taken kind of straight, but it's so over dramatic, especially in the world that you're in, that it comes off very funny.
I'm getting a lot of I'm looking at little previews and stuff. I'm looking specifically at you spamming square against this nigga chest.
Yeah.
What is that? Is it Akuma's Revenge?
Akuma's Revenge? What do you mean? The super fast punching that he's doing? Because that's very JoJo to me.
No. What's that fucking game? Oh, Asura's Wrath.
Oh, Asura's Wrath? Yeah. Akuma's Revenge.
I get huge Asura's Wrath vibes. And do you know about this fucking beautiful gem of a game called God Fist?
God Hand?
God Hand,
yeah. I know about God Hand.
That game is so fucking fantastic. I wish I could play it. I've only watched playthroughs.
Not enough people know about God Hand.
Oh my god, that is a spectacular fucking game right there. Oh
yeah,
shit.
It's very high action, super goofy anime bullshit, similar to God Hand and similar to Asura's Wrath. And it's the tone of it is I love it. The tone of it, the aesthetic of it, I love. I just wish that the combat held up to standards of today, because there is in the final boss, actually, when you're fighting the senator, he gets up and starts like throwing like telekinesis big debris at you, and the time stops so you can slash it. And I had to do this final boss quite a few times because it was hard to line up where you need to slash in time before it hit you, and when it hit you, it did so much damage to me. It did like 70% of my health, and it was fucking ridiculous. But things like that, if things like that were tweaked slightly, if it was easier to use and easier to maneuver around, it would be like a fucking such a blast to play, because it's such a blast to watch even. But that was my time with Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I didn't get the chance to play it when it came out, and I've always thought about it because I never got to play it, and I've heard people talk about it so much. But I really enjoyed my time with it, and fuck, man, I really enjoyed Cyborg Raiden, who looks cool as shit, and I want an OC of myself in that outfit because he looks so cool. But yeah, that was my time with Metal Gear. A very good game. Flawed, but very good game. I also played Guilty Gear, moving on from Metal Gears to Guilty Gears.
Nice.
I've been playing a lot of Guilty Gear. Still really enjoying Guilty Gear. I've moved from floor 6, I think I said last time I was playing, or last time I was talking about it on the podcast.
Yeah, I saw that you got a little higher, right?
I moved up to floor 8.
Hey!
Which is now the classified as the fucking higher tier players. I'm gonna get killed in there, but I made it to floor 8.
Nice.
I'm still really enjoying that game. People are discovering new shit about it every day, and it's just a really, really fun game. There are people that something about it. There are people that have played past games that aren't enjoying Strive as much as people who are new to Guilty Gear, and that is because Strive simplifies quite a bit of how the game plays and streamlines a lot of it for people who are new to it. That results in me having a great time and probably some people not having a great time, but I am having a great time, so their feelings don't matter because I am in floor 8 and I'm winning. It's a very good game. People are... I've seen some people, like just a few people just complaining about it, like constantly. Just a few people, but for the most part, it seems like generally people are enjoying it, and I'm glad that they are because the fighting game community hasn't had something that everybody has been glued to in a minute. But aside from that, I've also been playing Disco Elysium, which is fucking great.
I'm listening, but you talking about like difficult bosses has made me go down this rabbit hole of the hardest fucking boss of all time for me.
Oh, who was it?
This nigga William Pinnacle.
William Pinnacle?
Yes, bro. It's this fat dude from damn, this fat dude from Dead to Rights. You ever play that game?
Oh, Dead to Rights? Yeah.
Yeah.
I played Dead to Rights. I fucking is it I forgot what the subtitle of the one I played was, but it was Jack and his dog. Is it the original one?
Yes, the original one.
I don't think I ever beat it, so
bruh, this dude is this like 360 pound, 460 pound dude, and he over here doing karate and kicking your ass on a rooftop while it's raining. That game is difficult, bruh. Some of the fucking hardest game probably I've ever played.
Every time I go back to like a game that was released in like the mid to early 2000s, it's always so hard.
I'll tell you, my mother is the only one in this house that's ever beat Max Payne 2 because that game is so fucking difficult.
That's
that
dope.
final fucking mission, bro, where you're in that room and the nigga just keep throwing grenades and shit at you. I never figured it out. But, she's the only one. But Disco Elysium, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. So Disco Elysium, I've jumped back into Disco Elysium after taking a break from it for quite a minute because a few games came out. But I'm back at it, and it is fucking great. I'm loving it. Every time I sit down to play it, I really enjoy it. The writing is so great. The writing is so A+, and it's such a great RPG that the internalized... I think I mentioned this to you the first time I talked about it, but you have like internalized thoughts that become a part of your character.
Yeah.
What's so great about this as an RPG is that the person that you're trying to create starts emerging as you play the game. Like the dialogue choices start becoming more of what your the thoughts you put inside of your person is. Like you get totally different dialogue choices than if you played an entirely different way, which is super good, which is super cool. And it also changes how people interact with you and what they remember about you, which is also really cool.
I saw that you told a racist to go fuck himself.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I think the other option there was, dude, I'm down with racism.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really good. I really enjoy that the world talks to you differently, the world reacts to you differently, and you react to the world differently based on how you play it, which is really cool. Something that I don't think I did tell you is that there are basically... So you know how everything... Did I tell you that everything... like there are certain things that are based on a dice roll, similar to like D&D or something like that, depending on...
I don't think so.
Yeah. There are skill checks that come up for all the... Like you have a bunch of skills. For all the skills that you have, they come up in conversation, and you can do... like there are minor ones that just come up in the middle of people talking that just like your thoughts just tell you how they feel about certain people or how they feel about what's going on. But in like you can do like skill checks that are like active things that you do or active things that like you ask somebody something, and if you don't have like the your like volition up, you have a lesser chance of succeeding in them telling you what you want
that's
from
literally
them.
D&D.
Yeah, essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
But there are a bunch of invisible checks that happen during the dialogue that you probably don't get to see or that you won't get to see because your skills aren't whatever skill is needed there isn't leveled up high enough. Like the game is constantly checking your skills throughout each conversation, and each conversation could go entirely differently based on what skills you have, which is really really cool. It's such a great just full on RPG that I feel like I haven't played something like this ever.
You said you beat it once already when it wasn't voice actor, right?
No, I didn't beat it. I didn't get I played it, but I didn't beat it. I didn't get nearly as far as I am now. And
okay, so you haven't beat it yet.
No, it's like 30 hours, I think.
Oh, that's great. I was just asking, because I feel like this game seems like you could just dive into this world for a very fucking long time.
Yes. If you chose to, you could be here for a while. There's so many characters to talk to, and I feel like everybody's worth talking to at least once, even just to get to know who lives here, because it's a fictional area. So
yeah.
Everything all the lore is like completely made up about this game.
Yeah, that's why first time I ever played New Vegas, I talked to every single person.
Yeah.
I could. I mean, Fallout 4, fuck that game. But New Vegas was like, yeah, I'm talking to every fucking person, and I'm doing every side quest possible, even though I've been in this village way too long, and I could keep going. I'm gonna still do all the side quests in this village.
Yeah. I am at a point now. I have gotten super far. Well, not super far. I don't know how long the game, like the timeline of, since the days are set up basically. You start out on Monday, and the game continues day to day. I'm not sure how many days there are going to be. But for where I am right now, I'm definitely way further into the investigation than I was the first time I played it, and the investigation is becoming more and more interesting.
Is there anybody crooked on the force?
I am the crooked person on the force.
Oh, in a good or bad way?
You start out. So the game starts out with you, this character who was fucking blackout drunk. You start out. You were blackout drunk the night before, and you wake up and don't remember who you are. And the game continues, and you start to make who you are. But in the time when you talk to people after you woke up, they tell you that you were such a horrible person.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like you screamed at people. Fucking you don't have your gun. You sold your gun. You sold your gun to a pawn shop.
What?
So you could buy like either like alcohol or fucking drugs or something.
You can't do that. You'll get fired.
Yeah. I don't know how he's not fired yet, but
that's fucking great.
Yeah, as the game continues, I'm really enjoying like the twists and turns that the story is like doing, because I didn't get very far into this the first time, and getting into it again is a whole different experience, especially with the voice acting.
Yeah.
And you like such different things can happen based on how you interact with people, that I'm careful about how I want to be perceived and how I want to talk to people, because right now I am my guy is he thinks he's a superstar cop. He thinks
Nice.
He thinks he thinks that he is a cop because his rock career when he was in his 20s is over.
Nice.
He just pieces together that must be who I was before I blacked out.
Yeah, of course.
And it's really good, and I feel like I'm always choosing the stupid superstar options that come up. And what's also amazing is that the dialogue options, they are organically baked into your dialogue options, that like all your thoughts, all the shit that you've internalized are baked into the dialogue, so you don't know exactly which one is going to be what, but that makes it more natural, and you answer questions more naturally, and you just become more like the person you want to be. And it's really
So it's not a yes or no, and then the character says totally something that you don't want them to say.
No, he says exactly
Fallout
what you.
4.
Yeah, he says exactly what is written there. Thankfully,
That game fucking sucks.
I didn't enjoy that game at all.
Fallout 4 is a terrible game.
I remember trying that shit twice, and I hated.
I restarted that game 3 times.
Yeah, it never clicked for me.
No.
You
should play New Vegas.
I should play New Vegas at some point because I definitely
play New Vegas.
Because I have very little experience with the Fallout series, and I have been wondering why people love it so much. And that
New Vegas is great. I don't very much care for 3.
Okay.
But New Vegas is fire.
Okay.
You might not like that you can't sprint, but you'll get used to it.
That is weird, but
you can download mods though. You can download
that's
a sprint
true.
mod.
Yeah, I can download a sprint mod. I can cheat.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
No, that's not cheating. It makes the game better.
It does, yeah. But cheats always make the game better. But anyway, yeah, that was Disco Elysium, a game that I cannot recommend enough if you enjoy
Bro,
RPGs.
I want to play the fucking game, but it's still on timed exclusive with PS5 and PS4.
Yeah. Hopefully that's out soon because it's in a good state right now with the voice acting, and it runs stable on PS5, so it should run great on Xbox One, and it's just not intensive.
Is it 4K 60 frames? You getting that 4K 60?
I can't even tell with the way it's like isometric, and you click somewhere. Well, you don't have to click somewhere to walk, but I can't tell since the style of the game it is, and it might be unnecessary to play an RPG game with no combat at 60 frames.
Oh, there's no combat? You can't shoot a nigga in the dome or nothing like that?
All combat is done through skill checks. So, like, if you, like, there's a physical instrument skill, and that is how strong you are. And that has gotten me out of a couple situations, thankfully, because my physical instrument skill is high. But, yeah, there's no combat aside from skill checks like that, which is pass or fail, essentially.
Nice.
But, that is Disco Elysium, a game that I cannot recommend enough because it is great, its writing is great, its RPG system is great, and if you really enjoy RPGs or if you need a time sink and to get into a really good story, then I cannot recommend this enough. Nice. But after that, I went on PlayStation Now to see what else they had after I finished Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and I wanted to play. I initially went in to see if I could download the Silent Hill collection, because I never played Silent Hill and I want to. But
yeah, me neither.
What I did see there when I opened up PlayStation Now was Jump Force.
Crusty ass game.
It's a crusty ass game.
That game is crusty.
I downloaded it. I didn't even have to stream it. I got to download Jump Force on my PlayStation. That game fucking sucks. That game is fucking garbage.
How do you do that? How do you get all these titles, bro?
You have the license to all of this shit.
Yeah,
and fuck it all up.
license to Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, fucking Yu Yu Hakusho, fucking
Bleach, Hunter, fucking
Hunter,
My Hero,
JoJo. How
like,
you fuck up all of that, bro, and put out a solid C- game?
It's probably less than that. It's man.
That's a fuck up, bro.
The first thing, of course, immediately noticeable as soon as you boot up the game, how fucking ugly this game is.
Crust.
No anime in this game looks remotely like this, so
Man.
I don't know why they made the game look like this. It looks like a fan-made game made in Unity.
My least favorite thing about the game is that none of the niggas actually talk. They just static, and then the text just come up.
Yeah,
don't
true.
do that.
It's there's a lot of things wrong with it.
This was happening. Mm-hmm. Yes, you can do that.
Yeah.
You're a really funny, kid. You should really go into comedy.
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Like they'll have sounds for the text and then not actually say anything. That is lazy game.
It's so ridiculous, bro.
It's ridiculous. Don't do that. If anyone who listen is thinking about or making a game currently, make a good game, huh? There's so many shit games out there.
So I started up this game, and for some reason it asked me to play online before it even showed me the tutorial. So I didn't. I chose not to do that. I chose to go into the tutorial. Actually, I chose to go into the character creator first. The character creator is decent, but also I hate how they look, because why is his body shaped like that? And also, he's just wearing like a tank top with some sweatpants when you start out. You don't get to change your clothes at all.
Nope.
You don't have a starting outfit or anything like that. But I get thrown into the game. I go into the tutorial, where the tutorial shows me how to run around, and shows me that I could hold up and press square and hold down and press square.
Is it one of those tutorials where it gives you 3 things to do, and then it loads up the entire same area again, and then it's 3 more things you learn how to do? And then after you finish that, it loads up the same area and makes you do 3 more things and then it keeps repeating. Please don't tell me it's one of those.
It's worse than that, actually.
Oh no!
So the tutorial showed me run around or something. Then it showed me the attacks, which is holding up and tapping square, and holding down and tapping square. And then after that, it put me into a cutscene, and the story just started.
Oh wow!
The story started. I was immediately greeted by Trunks, who was fucking ugly, fucking hideous in this game.
Is it cool Trunks? Like adult Trunks with the haircut and the sword?
Yes, adult
Drip
Trunks, jean jacket. Yeah,
drip Trunks.
Except he looks like shit in this game. He looks awful. Every single part of him, every single part. His face, his hair, his outfit, the way he looks. Everybody looks so dead in the eyes when they talk to you too, man. And man, it's like their bodies are made of like plastic, and their clothes are made of just like cloth, and it just makes it look like everybody's so lifeless and dead.
Yeah.
Like
everybody's made out of clay in that game. The shirts do not move at all.
Everybody looks like they're a character, like a person in a costume of the character they're cosplaying.
Yeah, and like really sandblasted it in like brown.
Yes.
Around the edges for no reason.
For some reason, also light reflects off their eyes, like their eyes are plastic as well.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable to look at.
How do you fuck this up?
And then after the cutscene, I went into the hub world, which serves as basically the menu for the game.
And it is it's lifeless as hell.
It is 1, lifeless, yes. 2, runs like fucking garbage. It's the menu for the game, and frames would drop constantly whenever I looked at anything.
I love when you can just see the DNA of a game. It's just terrible.
Yeah, man. Like I went into the hub world. I was like, damn. I don't know why they didn't give me a traditional menu. Then I started running around. Your character runs like this. He runs like this for some reason.
No Naruto run?
He doesn't Naruto run. He runs straight forward in like this. And it's a terrible looking run. And when I started rotating the camera, the frames started dropping. Don't know why. This is the hub world for...
I just thought about it for a second. I know why the game was trash.
Why?
They blew the whole budget on all the licensing.
That's true. That is true. That may be true, actually, because...
that's where all the money had to go.
It was definitely expensive, I'm sure, to buy all of these fucking properties, but you should have at least made a decent game and then put them in. Probably. Like this is the hub world for the game. It is so dark in here. It's covered in shadow because there's something above like every the main grounds of the hub world, and it's so fucking dark. It doesn't make sense that this is the hub world for the game, and this serves as the menu for anywhere you want to go. You want to do offline battles, online battles. You want to shop for clothes. This is where you have to go. The frame rate is really bad, and everything is ugly, and it's lifeless and dead here. So after that, I was introduced to the 3 teams, the Beta, Gamma, and Alpha teams, led by Naruto, Goku, and Luffy. And each of these characters look like dog shit. They look really ugly. They look like plastic model people, and they look Luffy looks kind of terrifying because his eyes are like just round, and his eyes are round and big and unnatural looking. Like everybody looks so weird and unnatural.
Yeah, I'm looking at the roster right now.
Their hair moves like really weird like wiggly ways, and their hair also.
And Killua look so fucking weird.
Yeah, they look
Killua
like
looks
unsettling.
so bad. Oh my god, how do you mess with Killua this hard?
They look unsettling. Like I don't.
Yeah.
It's so unfortunate. But I chose to be on the Gamma team with Naruto. And I did a couple. I saw a cutscene where Vegeta was lifelessly being taken control of. A group of clones came up to him, and he was like, "Ooh, I'm possessed now," because a cube came up and got shoved in my ass or whatever. And then his eyes turned red, and then he was just evil.
It seems like they ran out of budget over time because they got 6 niggas from Dragon Ball Z. I don't know about where's Ichigo from?
Bleach.
They got 4 niggas from Bleach, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So the roster also doesn't really make a ton of sense
6.
because they have Deku from My Hero, but All Might is DLC. Yeah.
Oh, he's DLC?
All Might is DLC that they added later. I don't know why you would put Deku in there as the only representative from My Hero and not All Might or Bakugo.
Let me see. 7 niggas from One Piece.
There's a lot of One Piece characters, yeah.
6 niggas from Naruto. There's only 1 character from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, which is Yugi.
Yeah.
Kaiba's a DLC.
Oh, okay. I'm not seeing any DLC characters. I'm just seeing.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't like the roster. I don't like this game.
How does the fighting feel?
The fighting, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing when I'm fighting. It's a lot of just mashing buttons.
Nice.
The tutorial the tutorial continued after I was already in the hub world. For some reason it continued. I did a training sequence with Trunks about the special moves. I don't know why the tutorial wasn't all one big thing where they taught me each part of the game right there. But they broke it up into tutorial fight, learn how to run around and hit and tap square, cutscene, hub world, cutscenes, tutorial again for special attacks, cutscenes, tutorial fight again, where they teach you some other parts of the game, and I think that's the last tutorial maybe. I feel like, is that where, I did a couple fights. And even though they taught me how to do each move, it doesn't feel like it really matters what button I'm pressing. It you mash square and triangle. I think circle is the grab. I think X is jump. But you don't really have to think too hard about what button you're pressing because you kind of just tap whatever and go. You just tap whatever and go. And I feel like that's just how the game plays. When I first started creating my character, they gave me 4 archetypes for how they wanted me to play. It was martial arts, swordsman, ninja, and pirate. And I guess there are 4 archetypes for. There are 4 archetypes for probably you play this game only 4 ways. I'm thinking.
How does a pirate fight compare to a swordsman?
I guess like Luffy. I really don't know. I really do not know. I don't understand. But I'm guessing there are 4 archetypes or 4 move sets essentially, because all of your abilities are just abilities from the other characters. So I guess there's 4 archetypes for how you play, and you play the exact same way.
You can't WWE.
You can't go in and change any of your moves. No.
Did you ever do that?
You can change your abilities, but you can't change your moves at all. Your singular moves. No.
You ever do that? I don't know if you were big on WWE, but I
played a lot of WWE games.
Okay, did you like make your own character and then make their own finishers?
Yes, I did.
Bro,
I did.
I did. I made one finisher where I literally did like the same move, like
I used to see those. Those were fucking hilarious.
you would like lift him up to lift him down, lift him up to lift him down, bro. I love doing fun shit like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's not like that at all, unfortunately.
Was gonna allow me to do that.
I actually have a ton of experience with it. I don't think I've ever told you how much experience I have with the WWE games. I played them.
You gotta tell me, man.
I played them for a solid. Okay, so I think I started playing them in like 2009. I feel like because 2008 or 2009. Because I remember specifically because I remember my dad bought GameFly or rented games from GameFly a couple times.
Wow.
The first game he got me was Green Lantern, which was a terrible game. The second game he got was Saints Row 2. And that was my first time playing Saints Row 2. And
nice.
I didn't get to finish it. So when my birthday came around that year, we went to GameStop, and I couldn't choose between Saints Row 2 and WWE 2000. I think it was 2010, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
It was either 2009 or 2010. Nice. No, it was 2009 for sure. But yeah, it was SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 and Saints Row 2. And I couldn't choose between them, so I went with the one I had already played before, which was Saints Row 2. And my dad went to the counter, and the GameStop dude did the GameStop thing of being like,
this is a mature game.
Yeah, you're buying this for a minor. This is a mature game. I don't think he's this would be inappropriate for him to play. And my dad was like, he thought I was like trying to trick him. He was pissed off. He was like, you had me in there looking stupid. Like, this is this is a game. Saints Row 2 is a game.
I hate when parents do that.
This is
hilarious.
This is a game that he rented for me.
I know, that's crazy.
That he purposely rented for me. And then when we went to buy it, he was like, you had me looking crazy. I'm trying to buy you a game with sex in it. Like, you rented this for me months ago. That's when I first got into WWE, because my dad thought I was trying to trick him into buying Saints Row 2.
That's fucking that is so funny.
From there, I played them from 2009. I played them every single year until like 2016, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where I dropped off, because they were just all. No, it was 2017.
They're pretty much the same game.
They started just being so similar. They started just being so boring to play.
Yeah, I fell in love with WWE with like the older PS2 games. So like
I played those too. Yeah.
The one where you could drive the Undertaker's motorcycle.
Here Comes the Pain and shit. Here Comes the Pain.
Here Comes the Pain. All those classics.
Smack Your Mouth or something. Shut Your Mouth.
Yeah, Shut Your Mouth is definitely one of the. Let me see.
Here Comes the Pain. SmackDown. Fucking Shut Your Mouth. Shit like that. After I started playing, I had WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 for a long ass time too, and I feel like that's one that I feel like a lot of people had, and that they stuck to that, because that was an amazing game. Even if it was a wrestling game, that was an amazing just game in general.
Here Comes the Pain. With Authority. There was another. Is it? Here Comes the Pain? I think it's Here Comes the Pain. It might be Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are No Mercy. Yeah, No Mercy.
No Mercy. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are great, man.
Yeah, those old ones are really
good.
good.
I wish you could drive on the Undertaker's motorcycle and run niggas over consistently, and then go out the stadium and then throw niggas off the sign in front of the stadium.
Yeah.
40 feet into the ground.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was
Great
a really
games.
good time. Climbing
Great
up the side of the SmackDown entrance arena and then getting on the big fist.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a really good time.
Excellent game.
We were talking about Jump Force actually. I totally forgot.
Do you get what you used to? What else you got to say about this nasty?
That's basically where I stopped playing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna go back to it because I don't feel like I have time to sit there and play this bullshit ass game.
Yeah.
But my time with it, not great. Everybody's ugly. The game sucks to play, and the frame rate drops when you're in the hub world menu.
If you had to give this game on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this game?
Like a 3? Because it's functional when you're in a match, you can do combos, but it doesn't feel good to play, and it's so fucking ugly that it's an eyesore to look at. If you enjoy any of the characters in this game, don't play this game. They're really, chances are the character, chances are the character that you like in this game, fucking ugly. He's gonna be fucking ugly. He's not gonna act how you want him to act in the story. The story doesn't make sense. The story started out with Frieza just floating above New York City. Yep. A bunch of clones of the same created character, blasting the sides of buildings, not even destroying the buildings, just blasting the sides repeatedly.
Nice.
Just in the singular area. I'm sure everyone outside of that area was probably safe. But they were just blasting, not even people. Sides of buildings.
What's them green niggas from DBZ? The niggas that jump on your face?
The Cybermen?
Cybermen. There's no Cybermen in this game?
Not that I've seen.
0 out of 10.
Basically, the only like low level enemy that's been there is the clone of the same person that's clearly created in the character creator. It's just an NPC, just a gray just a man with blonde hair that's in a Saiyan suit, and he's the exact same. They just copy and pasted him as just the generic enemy. Don't really know why. That game sucks. But anyway.
Don't buy the DLC for this game, yo.
Absolutely not. Man, absolutely
don't buy
not.
the game. Don't waste your time with this game.
Don't recommend it. It's on PlayStation Now. If you already have PlayStation Now, you could try it, but I wouldn't even recommend subscribing to PlayStation Now just to do it.
Just watch a video of somebody playing it, and then you'll know.
Yeah, you'll know. You'll know just from that. Yeah, this game sucks. It's very visible to see.
Yeah.
But off of that, you big news fan? You into news? You want some news? You want me to feed you some news?
Yeah, I watched the news yesterday.
You're the news, baby. I got your news spoon here. Here comes the airplane.
I need news.
Okay.
Give me the news.
So, do you want to start with the new Switch that was just released, or not released, but
wait, there was a new Switch that got announced.
There's a new Nintendo Switch.
Is it trash?
It's almost exactly the same as the current.
Okay,
Switch.
is it the okay? So I'm guessing it's going to have less drift on the buttons.
That's probably not even true. Yeah. That's probably not even true.
So
they didn't even mention it.
So what the fuck is this for then?
So there have been rumors circulating for like years about a rumored new Nintendo Switch. People have it has been dubbed Switch Pro, Super Nintendo Switch, which I like the name Super Nintendo Switch. But
that's pretty great.
What was announced just the other day was the Nintendo Switch OLED model. Yes. And that is the only thing that is new about it. That and the LAN cable, but the OLED, which has been in TVs for years. It's a new model for the Nintendo Switch where the screen turns off when the screen is black, so it saves energy.
Nice.
And that is there's a LAN
No.
cable in the back as well.
Don't forget that this revised model includes an adjustable stand for tabletop play, 64 gigabytes of built-in storage, and
the original had
improved audio for handheld. No, it had 32 gigabytes.
The original had a stand too.
Yeah, but a revised model for the stand. You gotta give all the news, man.
Maybe they should have made it right the first time. Like what?
Does not have a new CPU for RAM. Yeah, so maybe I'll get this one. Maybe
if you don't have a Switch, it's worth getting for sure. But if you already have a Switch, there's no reason to get this one.
Are they even gonna have the parts to make this?
I guess so. I mean, there's no power upgrade in it at all. Like, it doesn't do anything better. It's not.
People can't even make PS5s right now.
Yeah, but that's because of the chip that's in a PS5 and Xbox. Xbox Series X.
Nice.
It's almost the exact same thing. The screen is also still 720. It's not 1080. It has a LAN cable in the back, but they took away the USB port in the back, so you can't use a GameCube controller for Smash if you wanted to do that. Questionable decisions all around on this one. It was rumored that the Super Nintendo Switch was going to have like 4K. It's going to be 1080.
4K.
Yeah, 4K resolution.
Nintendo only mentions up to 1080 via the HDMI TV.
Oh yeah, when it's docked into the TV. Yeah. It is still 720 handheld for some reason.
People who expect innovation from Nintendo should go back to whenever the NES and SNES was released. And the Wii. The Wii was kind of innovative. I ain't gonna front on the Wii.
The Wii was innovative, yeah.
Yeah, but
that changed. Everybody did motion controls after that.
Yeah, guys, don't expect Nintendo to do something cool. They don't do anything cool. They flag your Nintendo gameplay videos in 2013.
In true Nintendo fashion, they didn't give you what you want.
Nope.
So yeah, that was the new Nintendo Switch. Nothing is different except for the screen, and it has a LAN cable in the back.
And they took out a USB port.
It's also $50 more than the regular Nintendo Switch. It's $350 instead of $300.
It's that cheap? I didn't know it was that cheap. That's cheap for a console.
It's pretty cheap for a console, but yeah, it's also just a Switch. So
I don't know. I might get it purely.
Like, I would recommend.
I want to play fucking Zelda, the new Zeldas.
I would recommend the Switch Lite because I
don't want it. I like to play on my gigantic screen.
On your TV, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then yeah, you can either pay $300 for the regular one or $350 for one where the screen turns off when the screen is black.
Nintendo gonna have to fix their controllers because they got a fucking.
They also didn't fix that. Yeah, they didn't address that at all.
Don't they got? They got the what you call it suit, the civil suit against them.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, hey, whatever.
But
they a $1 billion company. They got the money.
Yeah, they definitely do. But in the trailer also, I wanted to mention that there's no way to voice chat on the current Switch, and in this trailer for this new Nintendo Switch, they showed a man on the phone, or a man like playing games with his friends, and then he gets into a voice call on his phone that isn't even Nintendo licensed or anything, so there's still no voice chat, no kind of voice chat at all.
Why would you want to play any Nintendo game online?
Well, there's Smash and there's like Splatoon.
Why would you want to play any Nintendo game online?
Well, if you're playing with your friends, you might want to play with your friends.
Why would you want to play any Nintendo game online?
They do have bad servers.
The internet is ass cheeks.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Smelly bum cheeks.
With the LAN cable, it might be better though. You're able to plug your Ethernet cable.
It's not your internet. It's the servers.
That's true.
You can have excellent internet and the servers are still trash.
That is true. Yeah. So the Switch, nothing is different. not a lot is different, and it's not really worth it if you already have a Switch. If you don't, this would be a great time to get it. But otherwise, y'all could have kept this, bro. But on to from Nintendo to
the best company in the history of gaming.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make you do some editing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ubisoft.
For one, let's go into the first thing, which is the blockchain thing. That was less recent than what just happened.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the blockchain thing, Ubisoft is getting into blockchain, which is it's a business route that I don't think any other video game company is doing right now.
Eventually, all of them will.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
If you don't know blockchain, I'm gonna put the link in the description for this video. But if you don't know what a blockchain is, basically it's a chain. It's a chain of blocks. It's a chain. It's
linked together.
It's essentially a like a way to mine cryptocurrency and things like that. And it is also actively damaging the environment to do that, which is not good. And Ubisoft themselves are the first company to hop out and help destroy the planet for money.
They buying Bitcoin.
They buying
fucking
Bitcoin.
Up the ozone.
And fucking up the ozone. Yes, they are.
And killing baby seals in Antarctica for the Bitcoin, baby.
Yeah. So basically, this is going to just be an anti-Ubisoft thing until the end of the podcast. But how do you feel about Ubisoft, world-renowned company Ubisoft, getting into blockchain?
Amazing company. Put out exceptional games every 2 months. So I mean, I've always known that Ubisoft. I was a Ubisoft fan when I was unaware to their gaming practices.
I was too. Yeah. I feel like everybody was at a point. Everybody's played.
Yeah, because they put out decent games at one point. But then they just started putting out carbon copies of the same game. I stopped being a fan of Ubisoft after when they put out Far Cry 4 and then they put out Far Cry Primal, and what they did was use the same exact map. Like, it is 1-to-1 same map, just different shit on it, and I was like, all right, y'all getting lazy. But I found the video that we're both talking about. It's by People Make Games.
Yeah, People Making Games or something like that.
Yeah, the YouTube channel.
Yeah. The video is going to be in the description.
Yeah, we're going to link it. They're a great channel for all things weird in video games. But it really made me sit back and remember when me and my friend Chris were trying to mine Bitcoin back in 2014 on a really shitty laptop, and nobody knew about Bitcoin, and everybody thought it was trash, and it wasn't gonna do anything or go anywhere. And
now you're a millionaire.
Could have been a millionaire. And now people are actively destroying the environment to mine a currency you cannot touch, but is dead set on ruling the world because niggas buy tanks and shit with Bitcoin now.
Yes.
And it's ridiculous that
it's getting worse.
I don't know.
It gets worse every day, I feel like.
Yeah, it's hard to see that the glass is half full sometimes. Yeah. Especially when billion-dollar companies just can do this shit, and who's gonna stop them?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no one. You can't really, because it's an unregulated thing right now, and that's part of why it's like so growing so quickly in popularity is that nobody. It's not a recognized currency, so everybody's just making up their own coin and like trying to make a ton of money off of it because it's basically a get rich quick scheme Except for the people who are already rich are the only people actively profiting from it, and the people who aren't rich that are jumping into it are just losing a lot of money, or
Literally.
either losing a lot of money, or there's that one out of 1 million case where someone makes a lot of money, but that
Bro.
is at the cost of everyone else losing a fuck ton of their money.
It cost $36,000 roughly. It could have went up or went down because I didn't check today's market. 36,000 USD to buy one Bitcoin.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You spend $100 on a Bitcoin, without all the mining fees, you get probably a millionth
A millionth
of a Bitcoin.
yeah.
It's insane, bruh. And you know the only people who can afford Bitcoin are people who have the money already.
Yeah, exactly. It's a way, like, over the pandemic, a lot of people lost a lot of money, and just coincidentally, the exact same amount of money that the general population lost moved up to the 1%, the higher class people who gained that exact amount of money over the pandemic, doing mostly shit like this, and fucking a lot of people over in the process. But aside from that, Ubisoft is also making a new Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed Infinity, which is a live service game that is going to be an Assassin's Creed game that basically just runs forever. Yeah, or at least they plan to. It's going to be a live service game, similar to Destiny or Avengers or something like that. And I don't know how that's going to work out. But before I tell you the next part, how do you feel about that idea?
I'm not a fan of games like that.
Me neither. I don't actively play any live service game.
It's because unless you're doing I guess GTA 5 at this point is a live service game.
Yeah, GTA Online is definitely a live service game.
That game is so boring now to me.
It's even when it came out, I really enjoyed the idea of it, but then it sucks. It's so boring.
Yeah, I think they've actively made better choices over time in GTA 5, but I remember it was extremely fucking hard to get $1 million originally.
Yeah,
you would have to run the same race. You either do that or what's the name of that mission? Rooftop Rampage.
Oh yeah.
You would have to either do a race or Rooftop Rampage. By the way, which does not have anything to do with rooftops anymore. I don't even think there was rooftops ever, but you would have to do that, and they would end up patching shit so you wouldn't get enough money over time. And I'm like,
that's
why are you making it so hard to get stuff in your game? Don't you want the people to enjoy it?
Yeah, when they do that, it just makes me stop playing the game.
Yeah, but I also know it's a live service game, so they want you to sink time into these games.
Yeah, so they don't want you to feel rewarded. They just want you to keep playing.
Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of them unless you're doing really cool drastic things. I feel like GTA 5 Online would probably be cool if the world was actively changing over time. Say a building is getting built over the course of a few months or some shit, and you see the world grow.
That would be cool.
But I don't see a lot. I don't. Yeah, they don't. But I mean, I don't. I personally don't find it fun. Some people do, and that's okay.
Some people are comfortable just playing a single game for a long ass time, and I'm just not someone that feels.
It has to be a great game.
It has to be a great game, yeah. I've played games over and over and over again, but if I tried to think of it in a live service format, then I wouldn't have put as much time into those games.
I guess the game most recently that I can think of that I put the most time in, and this is not recent at all, but it was Rainbow Six Siege. I put a lot of time in that game, but it actively grew over time, and you got new characters. But over time, I just fell out of it because it's the same thing over and over. But
I don't know how an Assassin's Creed live service game is
exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, I don't know how it'll work because maybe it's gonna be kind of like a Hitman thing where there's a target there's a special target, something like that. The world, I don't know how the world is gonna evolve.
You might only get opportunities to get a special kind of bow
Yeah, maybe you travel between like countries or something, perhaps because you are in different countries in every Assassin's Creed. But it is a game that I won't be playing because I don't.
Black Flag was amazing. I didn't beat it, but that was a great game.
That was a good game. Yeah. I'm not gonna play this Assassin's Creed because I've grown tired of Assassin's Creed, and I don't really care for this series.
You played the last
anymore.
two, right? Or last one?
I didn't play. I played Odyssey. I didn't play. What is the new one that came out? Valhalla. I didn't play Valhalla.
Really?
I played Odyssey. I played Origins.
What was before Odyssey? Oh, Origins. There
yeah, I skipped a few. Here and there. I
haven't played since Black Flag.
Yeah. But I'm not going to be playing this for the reason that I don't really care about Assassin's Creed anymore, and also the fact that involved in this game is alleged sexual predators. Yeah. Alleged sexual abusers at the company who are in leadership roles, who are still in leadership roles at the company, and who are in leadership roles of this game.
1, 2, 3. Are we surprised? Behind me. Wait, right here. You can't see my arm. We'll put up a poll. Yes or no. My vote is no. I'm not surprised that gigantic company doesn't take sexual abuse as real situations.
They said in the report I just read, they said that Ubisoft said that they investigated it and the proper actions were taken, but they're still at the company, so what actions were taken? Roles? Yes, in leadership roles, still running projects. I don't know what actions were taken or how you investigated it. If you investigated those people and they are still there, and nothing happened, no disciplinary actions. They're in leadership roles, and it was rampant across the company. So it is in multiple positions. It is in multiple areas of the company, and I'm sure some of the people who are accused of like this alleged abuse are close in the line to the CEO of the company, Yves Guillemot, and he continues to pretend that he doesn't know what is going on in the company that he runs, and continues to pretend that he isn't close friends with these sexual abusers and predators that are in the company that have leadership roles and run certain parts of the company just freely and are allowed to just do whatever. With maybe we had an investigation and we didn't find anything. We had an investigation at our company, and wouldn't you know it, nothing happened. So we will continue to make games, and nobody will be fired, nobody will be reprimanded. We will just continue on like business as usual. Wonderful. Ubisoft, great company. Won't be playing any. I'm so glad that I got sick of the Ubisoft style of games a few years ago, and I just haven't felt a desire to play anything Ubisoft makes.
They put out Far Cry, Assassins,
Watch Dogs. Yeah, I don't really care about these games.
I'll say Watch Dogs 2 is probably the only game I'll give a.
Watch Dogs 2 is a good game, yeah, but
it's
like the
okay
next
game.
Watch Dogs game that comes out, I don't give a shit. I don't the next Assassin's Creed, I don't give. I've played all of these series, and it's not hard for me to put them down, for one, because they make so many other games in the exact same way, and they all feel so similar, and also all this bullshit going on at the company, that all this fucked up shit that's going on at the company, the blockchain, the sexual abuse, the it's just the live service shit. Like, I just don't really care about what they're making.
Ubisoft's new slogan is Ubisoft, systematically fucking up your life in the long run.
Ubisoft, abusers work here.
Yeah. We might sexually abuse you, then burn your house down.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yep.
So if you are interested in the next Ubisoft Assassin's Creed Infinity game, Let us know in the comments below how excited you are on a scale of 1 to 10. And also how excited you are to cheer for those sexual predators. 0 out of
Making mad money off the Infinity game.
Yeah. How? Tell us below how you how like big is your fandom for the sexual abusers in Ubisoft right now?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
10 being you love them, 0.
I love what he did.
Like
I love what that sexual abuser did with Assassin's Creed, bro. I love what he
Yep.
did with Watch Dogs.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
There needs to be a gaming union. I don't know why.
There has been so many tries
Pushback.
for that to happen, and so much.
I'm sure
pushback.
Ubisoft is one of the people that's been pushing it back, right?
Probably, yeah. There's
'Cause I
been
know a lot of people at who's in charge of Fortnite? Who's the
Epic
niggas?
Games.
Yeah, I know a lot of people at Epic are just getting dogged, bruh.
Yeah,
The overwork at Epic right now is fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
yeah. Working. Imagine working so much of your life on fucking Fortnite. Like you can't go home to see your family because your
You
boss
gotta put
will
the
fucking
new Iron Man.
Yeah, your boss will beat you with a ruler if you don't fucking make sure the slurp juice is working right.
Man, to all the people working on these video games with these fucking evil corporations, man, we sorry. We love y'all though.
Yeah.
Try to create a good game company, get a couple people, leave, and then make a good game. But
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
While we are on the topic of